Hey, welcome back to the channel. Hey, sometimes you sit back and you get stuff on your phone. Or my phone, I do a lot of stuff on my phone, like searching stuff. I came across Indiana Jones 5. It's coming out in June of 2023. I think it's June 23rd of 2023 or something like that. But anyway, it's coming out in June. But I think that movie would have came out this year if it didn't have so many delays. COVID kind of messed up a lot of stuff. But anyway, the reason why I'm dropping this video because I think that this next movie is going to come. It's going to go out with a bang. I really do because I just looked, and the only reason why I'm dropping this video, by the way, because you guys know, obviously, and some of y'all that watch my videos, I always tell you about movies that I really enjoy. And I really don't have a movie on here I tell you guys I don't like. Like I told you guys before, there could be movies that you guys don't even like on here that probably suck. But anyway, I was thinking, man, I said, huh. It came across my newsfeed because you know how you guys get on your phone. We all do. We get on our phone. We type stuff in. Like I keep up with the St. Louis Cardinals. I love the 49ers. I look at upcoming movies. What else do I do? I look for bodybuilding stuff. I get on Amazon, all that stuff. So when you type stuff in on your smartphone, it keeps all that. I think it's just got an automatic brain on there. Just kind of automatically just pops stuff up there that you're interested in. So obviously movies is one of them. Because I always get on. I always get on that. I always get on there, and I always look for something like. To find out when a movie was produced or when it was made when I upload a video. So anyway, Indiana Jones 5 popped up on my YouTube channel. Not my YouTube channel, but just on YouTube because I get on YouTube and I be looking at stuff. I said, Indiana Jones 5 because I'm really hyped up to go see it, tell you the truth. But anyway, I was like, man, I think this was going to be good because James Mangold is the one that's directing. Steven Spielberg's not directing this, but he's kind of this in the background, just kind of like helping out a little bit. But you guys know that James Mangold is the one that did the last Wolverine movie, and that was really a good one. The very last Wolverine movie. I can't think of the name of it, but that one was really good. I never was a big Wolverine fan, but that last one was good. Everybody kept telling, "Oh man, you gotta check it out." It's the very last Wolverine movie, it was pretty good. But anyway, that director is the one that's directing this one. So I think it's... And then he also directed that racing car movie with Matt Damon and them in it. Everybody seems to like that one. No, that's not my cup of tea, but I heard it was good. So anyway, I got thinking, you know what? What is my favorite Indiana Jones movie? And I was kind of late to the show on Indiana Jones because when Indiana Jones came out, the first one came out in 81, then the second one came out in 84, and the third one came out in 89, and the last one, most people don't like, come out in 2008. And then, you had 81, 84, 89, and 2008. Now, the thing is, I liked all of them, but there's some that I like more than others. And I'm going to give you a list. Now, I really don't like calling these rankings because, I know most YouTubers call this is my rankings and stuff, and everybody can say, well, it is rankings anyway, but I'm doing it this way. This is my least to the favorite to my most favorite. And I'll be dropping videos like this every now and then because I like to be able to have people on my YouTube channel. So I want to give you a variety of stuff. I just don't want to hang on one thing, you know what I mean? So, I upload my video game, me playing videos and stuff. If you ever want to check that out, it's a little boring because it's raw. I don't do no cutscenes. But anyway, back to my favorite to my least favorite Indiana Jones. Okay, my least favorite is, believe it or not, and I like the movie, but my least favorite, and I like the movie, is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. That came out in 1984. That's at the bottom of my list. Now, I like the movie. I really did. I enjoy it. I really did. But that's just my least to my favorite. That movie came out in 1984. It had an 84% Rotten Tomatoes. 84% Rotten Tomatoes. Well, So that's good. Then my next to my least favorite, which still I like, is Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. So Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Now I really like this movie. And it had a 78% Rotten Tomatoes. And that movie came out in 2008. But here's the thing. I always wanted Steven Spielberg to do an Indiana Jones that has something to do with a flying saucer. So I think there's a lot of mixed reviews because that one was where I think people was mad about him being in a refrigerator and he survived. I think every bone should have been broken in his body. Yeah, I think every bone should have been broken in his body. I think that was one that did it for people. What else? Shia LaBeouf kind of ruined it because people thought that they was trying to get, Shia LaBeouf in there like he's going to take over. This is what I heard. This is right before Shia LaBeouf started doing all his little shenanigans in Hollywood. Shia LaBeouf was on a roll there for a while, but he just having some issues, man. It's weird how these Hollywood people, they're still human though, but anyway, Shia LaBeouf was in that, and, people was upset about that. So those are some of the things I think that hurt that. The flying saucer thing, the refrigerator going in a nuclear blast, and he survived that. It was just a lot of things. But for me, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool because I always wanted him to tackle I always wanted him to tackle an alien ship, and I always wanted to see if, Indiana Jones, because, I was back smoking weed, when I got out of high school. I was partying, chasing all the girls. I used to say, man, Indiana Jones, man, I wonder if he ever got a lot of those chicks, any of those chicks pregnant. So, in Crystal Skull, obviously he had a son by, the woman that he was involved in the first movie. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Karen Allen was her name. Yeah. She had a specific look about her. What made her attractive. She wasn't drop dead gorgeous, but she had a look about her that made her attractive. That's why she was, good. Plus, she's a good actress. And then my next, I'm getting to the top because there's only 4, because we got 5 coming out next year. So my second favorite is, believe it or not, my second favorite is Indiana Jones and the Lost Ark. And that came out in 1981. That had 84% Rotten Tomatoes. And here is the reason why that one is number 2. Number 2, again, I was cruising around. I was smoking a lot of weed. I was partying. I was going to concerts. I was just having fun. I was working out. Arnold Schwarzenegger was making all those movies, and I was doing every daggone supplement known to man and trying to get all buffed up. And I got pretty built back in the day, because you have to understand I was young back then. And I remember going to a friend of mine's house, and they was watching that movie. I was like, "Damn, man, this movie's pretty daggone good." I was young back then, so wow, this movie's pretty good. So I watched it, and I watched it several times. And then I ended up watching Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom again at home. I didn't go to the movie theaters to go see that movie, but I did go see the other one that come out after Temple of Doom. So anyway, my least favorite is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It came out in 1984. My next least favorite is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That came out in 2008. And my third one is one of the ones I like, is my least favorite, but I like, is Raiders of the Lost Ark. But my favorite is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Oh man, I fell in love with that movie. I mean, Steven Spielberg, he hit it on all cylinders when he put that one out. I went to the theaters twice to go see that movie. I said, I'm going to go see this one, and I just seen that one on the big screen. So I have a lot of sentimental, that one came out in 1989, and that had a 88% Rotten Tomatoes. So it had the highest Rotten Tomatoes, because Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull had a 78 Rotten Tomato, and Indiana Jones Temple of Doom had 84, and the Raiders of the Lost Ark had 84. But Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which is my favorite, had an 88% Rotten Tomatoes. So that just tells you something. So God bless you guys. That's just something random I'm just going to drop. I'm gonna tell you about my Spider-Mans, because I grew up on a farm, so I was a little fat butt. So, you know, I used to read my favorite Spider-Man comics, and I couldn't believe they brought him to life. You know, Sam Raimi. But anyway, I'm going to give you a list of who's my favorite Spider-Man, but movies. All right, God bless, take care, and we'll catch you in the next video. We'll see you soon.